live from the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you aim, what is? You throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stuck with me, don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Armadillos of Tokyo taking on the Broncos of Orlando. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Tough spot here, third down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return comes Cobb. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
honestly bit off a pretty decent game.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Broncos at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Back to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way home from the Broncos score. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On play action, they'll throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though that's caught, touchdown. Darius Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Armadillos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. They're all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff looking right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 4. Now back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Trying for Wright, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They're going to try and throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now they'll shift things around. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Cougar 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home to the Broncos score. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Armadillos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now a toss going left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really.